know it's a big ask, darling, but Mr. Rabinovitz only funds Jewish scientists, and he's a real family man, and he'll want to come round and meet everyone.
So we all have to pretend to be Jewish? You edit a journal now. It isn't even your lab anymore. Why isn't the new manager messing about like this?
Oh, come on, darling, this was in the pipeline long ago. The Rabinovitzes want to deal with me. Haven't you ever wanted to pretend to be Jewish, eh? Just for a laugh?
Funnily enough, that was never on my bucket list. They have about 1 million rules, Tim, about what you can and can't do and when. I'm bound to slip up.
Yeah, well, I'm no expert either, but we won't be winging it, will we? We'll prepare.
Oh, we'll prepare, will we?
The amount of times I've got you out of a tight spot, you owe me.
All right, but I won't be held responsible if it all goes wrong.
You and Tim pretending to be Jewish. Oy vey.
Oh, is that Jewish?
Hebrew. They are Jewish. They don't speak Jewish.
All I know is that Jewish mothers stuff food down their family members' throats, and that's about it. And they answer questions with questions.
Well, the only thing that's even faintly Jewish about you are your names.
My name's not Jewish.
But it's in the Old Testament, though. Hannah, Timothy, Joshua, they're all in the Old Testament, and that's their book.
Oh, good. Well, I really don't know anything about religion. I did English and drama, not theology.
Well, you're bright. You can learn a few basics. Enough to wing it through a dinner party.
I hope so.
And if you do, or say something silly, say, I'm such a meshugana, which is a crazy person.
How do you know that?
I don't know. It's just one of those little things you pick up through life.
What's all this then?
Hannah has to pretend to be Jewish.
Why?
To help Tim secure some funding for his old lab from this rich Jew.
They're all rich and they all live in Golders Green. And if you want my advice, here it is. Whenever you exclaim anything, add already to the end of the sentence. Don't mention Jesus, and make sure Tim keeps his willy covered up.
He's hardly likely to get it out at the dinner party, is he?
I suppose not.
Right, is that it then?
They say oi voy a lot, and family is everything. And Saturday is their holy day, and it's called the Sabbath. That's all I know.
Well, thank you. It's more than I knew.
And they don't celebrate Christmas because they don't believe in Jesus. It's Hanukkah.
Cool. They've named a festival after me.
It'll be fine, Han. You and Tim spend a few hours on the internet and you'll have it sussed. Don't worry.
Hello.
Oh, hello, darling. What a nice surprise.
I thought I might pop in and join you for lunch.
Why not? Karen?
OK. If that's OK, Tony.
Yeah, whatever.
When I was at school, if there was thunder, that we used to say that it was God farting.
Really? Well, I was always told it was God thumping his fist in anger, and the lightning was a flash of anger.
Well, I guess it depends on the calibre of school you went to.
I suppose.
I wonder how loud God would have to fart for it to be heard all around the world at the same time.
Oh, God, is this normally the level of your lunchtime conversation, then?
No, sometimes we talk about periods and stuff.
Yes. Thank you. Dear God.
I gather you and Hannah have to pretend to be Jewish.
Yes. Well, the Rabinovitzes only support their fellow Jews, and I know it's dishonest, but they'll be back in Israel next month, so we'll probably never meet again. Anyway, we're not particularly religious. I mean, it's not like our house is full of Jesus figures and stuff.
Well, you'd better go to Waterstones this afternoon and buy a Torah. That's their Bible.
Right, well, I'll spend some time looking into things on the internet this afternoon. I've edited this month's journal, so I'll have some time.
moment. Christ!
Don't say that when they're here. Mrs. Rabinovitch will go mental. She has the purse strings.
I'll never remember that lot.
Well, I expect a lot are only followed by very devout Jews. Which she is! Yeah.
I did a bit of research today too, and they never write God's name in full. Did you know that?
G-D, yes. Well, we won't be writing God, will we? So I wouldn't worry about that one if I were you. And there are a good 20 or so we can forget about forbidding sexual relationships with various relatives and beasts.
Oh, damn, there goes me Saturday night.
Ah, dear, don't make jokes about their customs for God's sake. Did I just blaspheme? Oh, this is a nightmare. Oh, enough already.
You're even getting the voice right.
Let's look at some of the other things. They won't eat pork or anything from pigs.
So, bacon butties are out then?
Definitely. We can have cattle, sheep, goats, deer and bison.
Oh, bison. Oh, well, I'll just pop down to Waitrose and get one then, shall I? What about chicken? Do they do chicken?
Of course Waitrose do chicken.
No, not Waitrose. I mean, do Jews eat chicken?
I don't know. I'll have to look into chickens.
Well, you'll have to get close, what with them having such tiny...
Thank you, darling. Yes, very funny.
I know you're not allowed to swear.
Oh, bollocks.
Well, I think it said you shouldn't swear needlessly.
Well, that's all right then, because there's always a need to swear. Academics are the worst of the lot. I remember as a student how shocked I was when one of my professors called someone a C word.
C word? Oh, you mean...
Yes, for pity's sake, don't say that at the dinner party.
What's the worst that could happen if we get rumbled?
Well, I guess I won't get the funding, and a select handful of people, including Mr. and Mrs. Rabinovitch, will think badly of me, but I guess life goes on.
That's right. The more stressed about it you get, the more likely it is to go wrong.
That's rich coming from you. Well, it looks lovely, darling. Spread out on the table.
Or maybe after the dinner party.
You are naughty.
Well, they're keen, I'll give them that.
Hello, ducks.
Dad!
Joe? Yes, it's me. Well, don't look so surprised. You said I could stay overnight.
When?
Oh, come on. 2 weeks ago we arranged this. I wanted to go on this demo in London tomorrow and asked if I could stay here Friday night. Come on. Oh, you did? Well, Jews think family's important, so that's fine, isn't it?
Well, we're having a dinner party tonight.
Ah, bonus?
Well, yeah, but you're not invited.
But I'll change. I have another pair of shoes in my case, and they've only got a few holes in the leather. Well, sorry, Joe, come in. Look, it's not a dinner party, okay? It's wooing a rich Jewish bloke and his wife to try and get some funding for my old lab. Oh, I see. My dear scatty wife obviously double booked. Well, I'll take my case to the spare room. Hang on, I just have to do this ritual first.
Can't you do it when you get upstairs?
No, I have to do it to go upstairs.
Well, do it quickly. And Dad, don't say anything this evening. I don't want you putting your foot in it or giving the game away, OK? And remember, we're all Jewish, OK?
I'm not stupid. It's them.
Dad!
1 step, 2 step, tickle him under there.
Dear God.
Ready?
Mazel tov.
Very good, very droll. Oh, Mr. Rabinovitz, Mrs. Rabinovitz, I presume. Welcome. Shalom.
Shalom, Ma Shalomka?
Toda?
Welcome. Please come in before my Tim lets us all down with his attempts at Hebrew.
It's better than yours.
It's fine. You can be a good Jew without speaking Hebrew. I trust you are both good Jews. Well, your names are good.
Hannah and Timothy, yes, and our son is Joshua. And my dad's...
Here.
Oh,
Yes, Hannah's father is staying overnight with us. Family is so important, don't you think so?
Of course, of course. And please call me Abigail. This is my husband, David. His name is on the foundation, but he's really just a puppet. I am the puppet master, and he values my opinions completely, don't you, David?
Yes, dear.
Nice to meet you both. Hello to you, Mr...
Mr. Brown, I'm from Birmingham.
Delightful. We're from Golders Green.
That's £5 you owe me, darling. Come through to the dining room. We have drinks and then we eat, yes?
Lovely. I could eat a horse, as they say.
Well, with Hannah's cooking, this might be your lucky day.
Tim.
Well, this table looks splendid.
Oh no! 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I say 4 more, and that's the rhyme.
Oh, for God's splendid, send him off.
1, 2, 3, 4. Then I say 4 more, and that's the rhyme.
What was that about?
My dad, he's entering a poetry competition and sometimes he gets inspired.
Good luck. Maybe there won't be many entries.
What?
Nothing, Dad. Please, sit.
Thank you.
We must get that creaky chair fixed. Already?
Oy vey.
Creaky chair.
Let's open a window, Tim.
Yes, good idea. And a discreet spray of Febreze might be in order too. Sorry, Lux.
Shall we say grace?
Careful, you got that on my trousers? You've had worse than that on your trousers. You stop farting, I stop spraying. Deal? Okay, splendid.
Oh, bollocks.
1, 2, 3, 4. Then I say 4 more, and that's the rhyme. For what we are about to receive,
My God help us.
may the Lord make us truly grateful. Amen.
Amen. We have fresh melon and goat's milk cream and a lovely gammon joint.
Gammon! We cannot take a pig. Surely as Jews you don't eat unclean food. It can't be kosher.
Oh yes, quite legit. It came from Waitrose.
Kosher as in its proper sense.
Don't start on me. Who cooked the bloody gammon joint? Already.
Don't worry, just joking. We're not having gammon, we're having venison.
What?
Shut up. Where's that number for Deliveroo?
How about a joke to lighten the mood?
Oh no!
I met this flasher in the park the other day, and asked if he'd thought about retiring. He said, "Well, I think I'll just stick it out one more year." Dear God. Here's a belter. This Jewish bloke
Oh, no.
needs to know if sex is considered to be work or play, so he can find out whether he can do it or not on the Sabbath. So he asks a Catholic priest, and he says, "No, it's work."
Dad!
Then he asks a Protestant minister, and he says, "No, it's work." Finally, he asks his rabbi. "It's not work," said the rabbi, "because if it was, my wife would get the maid to do it."
It's a blessing that we can laugh at ourselves, isn't it?
Oh yes, I've got 1,000,000 of them.
Oh, I never knew you could get so much out of a willy.
Until you met me.
Until I watched one of my dad's shows, I was going to say.
Oh, thanks, ducks.
So you're an entertainer?
Well, that's what he says.
Tim. Musicals, Enderby theatres, that kind of thing.
Yes, but I played the big venues too. Blackpool, London, Eastbourne. I've done them all. Places that is not the members of the audience.
Dad.
Well, this fruit salad is lovely. And the goat's cream, lovely.
It is, I must say, I'm really looking forward to the venison.
Yes, and so am I.
Oh yes, excuse me while I go see how it's doing. Hello? Can I have 5 venison dinners, please? Yeah, really soon. To 23 Meadow Gardens, Shepperton. OK, bye. It's doing well. Half an hour or so and it'll be ready.
Oh, it was a good meal. Thank you, darling.
It was. I hope you were all full. But if you want more, then eat.
Go over the top.
Thank you, but we are both full.
Where's Joe?
Upstairs, he wanted to try on his costume for the demo he's going on tomorrow.
Ah.
Demo? As in demonstration?
Yeah, he has a strong moral compunction to stand up for the oppressed.
OK. Now, Tim, time to talk about the elephant in the room.
That's the Charles Gate crash, then.
What?
Private joke.
Anyway, Tim, the Foundation is prepared to fund the current project on DNA-based malaria vaccines until the end of the current financial year, subject to my husband's approval, of course. I have the cheque with me tonight, in fact. Of course, I want plenty of positive publicity for the Foundation and a share of the profits from the sale of the vaccine when it's made.
Of course. I'll have the current manager draw up a more detailed contract. I'm just going for a wee.
Where's Dad? I don't like it when I can't see him.
Can you just take the hem up a few inches on the road, ducks?
Jesus Christ.
And would you like to tell me what sort of demonstration you're going on when you need to dress up as Jesus Christ?
Support the Palestinians?
Oh my God.
Hannah, Tim, are you Jewish?
No.
My blessing is withdrawn. The deal is off. Come, David.
Yes, dear.
But...
I do not like being lied to try to con my money out of us, and nor does David. I suppose you heard our foundation only deals with Jewish businessmen, and you thought you would try to trick us.
It's very important work, you know.
Goodbye. Come, David.
Thanks, Dad.
Sorry, ducks. Forgot about them being Jewish. Probably had too much wine.
Oh no.
Tim says he'll wait a few days before he calls Maggie and tells her some lie about why the Rabinowitzes pulled the funding.
I had a feeling it would all go wrong.
Well, it was my fault, really, inviting Dad over and double booking. If I'd remembered he was coming, I would never have had guests. He broke wind, he told Jewish jokes, and then he walked in dressed as Jesus and told everyone he was going on an anti-Israel demonstration.
The full house of clangers.
You?
Yes, it's me.
Get out, or I'll call security.
Wait a minute, before you call security, because you're going to give me that cheque you were going to give Tim Friday night, right now.
Is that right?
Yes, or perhaps you'd like me to send a little photo I took of you canoodling a certain young lady outside the synagogue on Saturday to your wife.
She was all over me.
That's not how it looked in the picture.
Did you set this up?
No comment. Check, please.
Brilliant, Dad. So you actually followed him to the synagogue in hope of catching him with his trousers down, and then he did something naughty? What are the odds?
No, ducks, I lied. I set the whole thing up. So you've got your funds. Well, not quite divine intervention, but thanks, Joe. I owe you a big one. Thanks, Tim, but I'm not that way inclined.
I'll be inclined all sorts of ways on Friday night.
Yes, thank you, darling. So will I. Anyway, whether it was God or Joe, or a bit of both, someone is looking out for us, that's for sure. I'll sleep soundly tonight.
Oh no, I'm in the mood for a really good shafting.